Hello and welcome, this is Alchemist X, and I'm back into some Tagatame content. So, new Dragon Chapter, and with it, the new Unit Riza has come out, and she is a light elemented tank slash debuffer. Overall, I like her kit quite a bit, and the reason for that is because of role consolidation. She does a lot of different things, and that can be really handy to have, because, she's just one slot in the party, but if she's provoking enemies, drawing them to her, making herself unkillable during that state, and then having high debuff res while also in that state, while also throwing out map-wide buffs and also extending her range to unlimited temporarily. Got a modular kit so you can figure out what damage type you want to nerf for the enemies or what weaknesses you want to exploit. Overall, it's quite good. It might be a little bit too good. She might be one of those units that alters the course of the game a little bit, and then you start seeing things that ignore debuff res. But I've already seen things that were able to debuff you anyway, even when you had debuff res. So it's not completely alien, but overall, I do think that her kit is nice, especially if you are in need of, you haven't had access to those mechanics, especially provoking is quite nice. There's definitely free-to-play options, but they're not quick. Like, Carla is a fairly easy unit to get and raise, but if your Carla wasn't strong enough to do the job plus event for her while it was rerunning, you have to wait for it to come back and hope that your Carla is fully enlightened by the time you get to that, and then ideally get her limited memento. So it's not that great of an option, even though she is more free-to-play friendly. Or if you weren't around the last time Seven Deadly Sins was running, so you're probably not going to have Naofumi. Maybe you never got Mazartham. So if you're in that camp, I can see Riza being a really good unit to go for. And all the extra debuffing is just a giant bonus to go with having a really good functioning tank. But the debuffing too is nothing to sneeze at, because she covers a lot of different types of damage. Like, she's got one move that does slash, pierce, and magic down, and then she can also do a little bit with her passives. So overall, it is a nice kit just because of how modular it is. And then I'll leave a link in the description for the database, because it's worth reading, because there's a lot of stuff to read. And then about her memento, it's what you'd probably expect for a debuff specialist. The max limit break bonus is debuff duration +1. The VCR in it will also give you range +1, so when you're not in the unlimited range state, you can hit things a little bit easier. And then, fun fact, Isha Ignacio can equip it too, and he would also benefit from the range +1. Although I don't remember if his VCR already gives him that or not. Oh well. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about Riza before jumping into the banners. I picked this level that's the video footage, because this is where you get Amane's unique pieces for the X to the limit maps, now that she has her job 3. I never really talked about her job 3 before, because I'm still a ways away from getting her, but this is one of the boxes you'll need to take in order to get her set up once you get to that point. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the banners. Okay, so here we are at the banners. Pretty straightforward this week. New Unit Riza, memento for Riza, also Lindrake is rerunning with his banner, and also there's coin banners. Not much else going on besides that, so overall, you want to get Riza. She's going to be expensive. She seems like she's pretty solid, but keep in mind that 5-step unlimited price tag and then 9-step for the memento, so you're going to have to shell out a lot of gems potentially if you're not lucky. But that's pretty much the standard for the game these days, unless you're a memento unit. Her memento banner also has Lindrakes on it, so if you there's been a lot of chances to get Lindrake from various sources, like the guaranteed limited banners, other coin banners, etc. But if he just continues to elude you and you gotta have him, then this banner is around and you could guarantee him that way. Equally expensive as Riza. Then we get to the coin banners. There's just 2 of them, kind of identical to any other pickup banner. Just these are the units that you can get from them, 200 coins per step, and that's that. Good for raising characters that you already own, but otherwise fairly dicey. And then you can also do enlightenment shards for units. This is even more dicey, but I guess it's a decent value, but no real consolation prize if your rolls are not what you want them to be. Yeah, that is about it. Closing out this video, I'm going to do the final step here from this coin banner. So this has not been good to me. I've done 4 steps already. The best thing that I got from those 4 steps was like 25 shards of Teresa, so not good. So I'm going to do this one final step, and then that'll determine if this has been my worst summoning that I've had thus far since playing, because it's definitely in the running for that. So let's just go ahead and see how that goes. Okay, so here goes. My prediction is yellow circle, but I'm not in an optimistic mood right now. Well, let's see what happens. But don't worry. Even if this is the worst case scenario, those coins will go to good use. I got... Oh, look at that. I was correct about the color of the circle. Now, one of them could change to red, I guess, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But yeah, Claybo, I want to get as many shards of her as I can. And then Zephyrus, I'm pretty close to having enough for his Gate 7. Only like 25 shards away, so that's what the coins are mostly going towards. And then any extras are probably going to maybe go towards Saria or Carnot. I absolutely love Carnot. I've got her pretty well enlightened already, but could definitely use a little bit more. Yeah, because the breakdown of this entire banner was, yeah, no 5 stars on steps 1, 2, and it looks like now 5. And then 3 had 1, and then 4 had 2. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So definitely unequivocally the worst summoning experience I've ever had in this game. Hopefully that doesn't become a trend, because that's not a very fun thing to experience, but that's why consolation prizes exist, and why I often say to like really consider what the worst case scenario is going to be, and if you're okay with that scenario, then it can still be worth doing, and if not, you should probably stay away. So with that, I hope all of you, every single one of you, have better luck than I did this week. Shouldn't be hard, and I will see you all next time.